Shout out to everybody here. My name is Samuel James Price, and every single day I do a Crypto Lifer show. Every day, Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m., Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., and at about 11:30 and about an hour and a half into the show, we bring you the news. And I said Bitcoin is under attack. In my, it wasn't clickbait, it really is. And Robert Kennedy Jr. condemns Biden's proposed 30% Bitcoin mining tax. And yeah, that's just something that we're going to see. Not cool, not good. Kennedy says crypto regulation is a power grab. Kennedy, who's running in the 2024 U.S. presidential election, said in a thread on Tuesday, cryptocurrencies led by Bitcoin, along with other crypto technologies, are a major innovation engine. Biden's proposed 30% tax on cryptocurrency mining is a bad idea. Kennedy argued that the proposal for controls of cryptocurrency and crypto mining are politically motivated. He called arguments around Bitcoin's high energy consumption a selective pretext to control threats against the elite power structures. And I always talk about that. Industries that use more electricity than Bitcoin. All right. And we look at that and see what's going on. And so we look at this, and hydroelectric is super big. Coal, natural gas, wind, solar, nuclear, and geothermal, right? And then global Bitcoin mining has the highest sustainable energy mix. It's hard to see this stuff. I wish I got a bigger chart here. I'll find a better chart for you guys. But I had an awesome chart, and it showed just like, Bitcoin mining compared to the washing machine industry, compared to the lumber industry, compared to all sorts of industries combined. And it honestly, there's way more industries that use way more electricity than Bitcoin mining. And Bitcoin actually produces something that other people can use. So, and one thing I keep forgetting about, just because it's been a crazy couple of days, but we're doing a cool little hook you up. We're going to give 50,000 sats and a Ballet wallet. But there's a catch to it. In order to do that, in order to be entered to possibly get it, right, you got to go to my Instagram account. You got to go to my Instagram account and check it out, right? So look, we're gaining steam though. But if you come here, you can, follow the Real Crypto Lifer on Instagram and then DM me Ballet, Ballet, Ballet. I'm going to pick somebody, all right? About Saturday night, we'll do it. Saturday night, I'll pick someone, and you will be getting a Ballet wallet and 50,000 sats, which is about $15. The wallet's about $25, $30 in shipping. It's about a total of about $45 to $50, and that's a really nice gain. So just something to think about. Jump on in if you want to, and there you have it. Ronque County okays a one-year moratorium on cryptocurrency mining to explore regulations. Asheville. Country commissioners approved a one-year moratorium on cryptocurrency mines May 2nd, a temporary pause fueled by burgeoning concerns as nearby towns battle similar operations and potential negative impacts, such as excess energy, e-waste, and pollution and noise. Wow. So they're just going hard at Bitcoin mining today. Bitcoin Ether rise. ADA is the day's biggest gainer. Investors await European Central Bank's interest rate decision. So Bitcoin and Ether rose on Thursday afternoon in Asia, along with other top 10 stablecoins and cryptocurrencies. And we're going to look for, rate hikes by by the EU too. And they have their own little interest rate thing going on, which affects us as well. I don't know what that is. Cryptocurrency and the luxury sector, how the two worlds collide. And that's how VChain really started. VChain was really there to, if you had you could put it on the blockchain. If you had a Burberry belt and you didn't want to get it, or if you had Gucci glasses or something like that are basically constantly, counterfeited, you would be able to stop counterfeit by putting it on the blockchain. And it would have its own code. And if it's not on the blockchain, it's not real. So it's a way to make sure that luxury goods are not counterfeited. It's a good idea. French Senate proposed would allow influencers to promote cryptocurrency. The Senate proposed comes out just months after the National Assembly floated legislation banning influencer advertising for crypto products and services. The French Senate Committee on Economic Affairs recently approved an amendment to pending legislation allowing registered cryptocurrency companies to hire social media influencers for advertising and promotional purposes. I mean, I get it. There's a draw line. A lot of people are shills, but there's a lot of people who just love what they do and they want to create content, what they're passionate about. That's like curtailing someone's passion and not letting them live. I'm happy to see that this is getting pushed forward and they're actually changing the way they look at it. Ripple ranked number one ahead of the MasterCard for CBDC by the research firm. Juniper Research, a digital sector consulting, released a new study on the central bank digital currencies and ranked Ripple 1 out of 15 competitors. Anthony Welfare, senior CBDC advisor at Ripple, who also served as an advisor in the UK government on blockchain, highlighted the award. But that's interesting. Is Ripple going to become the enslaved coin that no one will be able to leave? That's very, very weird. We already own it, so you're just going to get CBDC as Ripple. It's an interesting concept. Or maybe they're going to use the underlying technology, not XRP. Remember, Ripple and XRP are not the same. So, But they believe that ledger technology that Ripple has really could help a CBDC. And Robert Kennedy condemns the mining. And and that's I believe that's going to be it with the news. One more thing, L7 platform partners AAA to expand cryptocurrency payments. Following the partnership, L7 platform customers can now pay for the company's services using Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, and USD Coin. The collaboration between L7 and AAA aims to address customers' demand for cryptocurrency payment and options. And last but not least, SEC removes proposed definition of digital assets from its final hedge fund rules. The SEC has deleted its proposed definition of digital assets from the final form PF rules. The commission and staff are continuing to consider this term. The SEC said the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has deleted its once proposed definition of digital assets from its final hedge fund reporting rules. We propose adding digital assets as a new term to the Form FP glossary of terms. The commission and staff are continuing to consider this term and are not adopting digital assets as part of this rule at this time. They don't know what to do, really. They're kind of lost in the sauce. Arbitrum-based exchange Kronos attracts $170 million to yield pools in a single day. Arbitrum getting that big move. I like my bags of Arbitrum. Gaming studio BitBlocks to build an on-chain game for $68 billion online gambling. Which I'm not a huge fan of, but it is what it is, right? A lot of people have lost their shirts gambling, but as long as you do it responsibly and you like what you're doing. And that's kind of it. And the other news is from yesterday, and that is the news, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning on in to that news.